So we are getting to work on this delicious meal. So the first thing I actually want to get to work on is actually the hoisin glaze that's going to go on this salmon. So I've got a little bowl here, and into there I'm going to go in with a 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce. Now hoisin sauce is kind of sort of barbecue saucy. It's sweet, it's salty, it's umami-y. You can tell I'm measuring it very carefully. When you're saving time in the kitchen, you don't have to measure. It's all going to be fine. All right, now into there I'm going to go in with something a little bit spicy. So for that I'm going in with sriracha. But if you had something like sambal olek or anything like that, gochujang, you could easily put that in. I usually have sriracha on hand though. So I'm going in with 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm feeling it. Okay, I like the heat. You feel free to pull back if you want. So give that a little bit of a mix, and that's pretty much it for the glaze. Super simple, it's sticky, it's sweet, it's spicy, it's salty, and we are good to go. Now, let's go chat salmon because, oh my gosh, I've been talking for a minute already. Okay, cool, we're doing this thing. So we've got about 450 grams of salmon here. I just bought a whole fillet, and I removed that skin or got the fishmonger to do it, you know, for you. And then I sliced it into 1 centimeter thick chunks. This is the trick. You want something to cook quicker, you slice it smaller. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go onto a sheet pan with a little bit of toasted sesame oil. If you don't have toasted sesame oil, it is a key feature in this recipe, but you could always sub it out with a little bit of olive oil or something like that. That would work fine too. So I'm gonna add that salmon right onto that pan, and then basically I'm just gonna kind of flop it around. There's no fuss or muss today. We're going quick. The mission here is to get food on the table as quickly as possible. So you want that a little bit coated with some of that oil. Get it into an even-ish layer. You don't want it piled up because, again, we want it to cook quickly. So we want things to be as thin as possible. This is taking longer than I anticipated, but it's gonna be fine. I'm feeling good. All right, now onto there, we're going on with that hoisin and sriracha mixture. So I'm just gonna kind of drape that over top and just spread it out. This is gonna give a nice sticky mixture. It's seasoning the fish, which is a dream, but it's also got a lot of sugar in there. So it's gonna caramelize really quickly, giving a little bit of texture, which we absolutely love. Also, perfect measurements. Oh my gosh, Mary Berg, you've done it again. Okay. Now, as opposed to searing this or putting it into like a low oven or something, we're gonna broil this. That's how we're getting this done quick. So, over here, I have got my oven heated to high broil. I also have my rack on the top portion of the oven. So I'm gonna go in, and that needs about 8 minutes. Do we have 8 minutes on the clock? I'm gonna give it 7.5 minutes, because that's about what we have. Okay, fingers crossed it's gonna be done. So while that's doing its thing, let's get to work on the kind of starch for this meal, because you gotta have a protein, gotta have a starch, gotta have a veg. So I've got a pan here over about medium heat. Into there, I'm gonna go in with some sesame seeds. Just about 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds is perfect. Just scatter those in. You wanna give those a little bit of a toast. Anytime you're using a spice or a nut or a seed, a little bit of a toast brings so much life to them. You want a little golden brown, but as soon as it starts smelling nutty, you are good to go. So while that does its thing, let's get to work on our noodles. Okay, so as opposed to using rice or rice noodles, I'm actually gonna use soba noodles today. You definitely could use rice noodles, but soba noodles are super good. They're nutty. They're actually made with mostly buckwheat flour. So they've got a really nice texture. I've got about 250 grams here. Gonna add that right on into the water. My favorite part about soba noodles, they take hardly any time to cook. So that is gonna be a good thing. I always pretty much have on hand different types of noodles that cook up really quickly, whether that's rice noodles, those instant ones. Fresh udon would also be really good here and cook up quickly. But these soba noodles, see, even immediately, they're starting to soften. All right, those are doing their thing. Let's check on these seeds. Do you see that little bit of golden brown color we're getting in that pan? Nice and kind of toasty. It kind of smells like a bagel shop, which is always a good thing. All right, I'm gonna transfer these seeds out of this pan now just into a large bowl. Just to set those aside, because I'm gonna toss those with the noodles later. But now we need to get to work on our greens. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're almost halfway there. Okay, Mary Ann, speed it up, speed it up. Okay, into my pan, I'm going in with just a little more of that sesame oil. Again, if you don't have sesame oil, you can do this with any neutral oil, olive oil, whatever. But for the veg, I'm going in with bok choy. Bok choy is a little kind of cabbage. This texture, almost like spinach. This texture, like a crunchy, delicious, crispy cabbage. Kind of celery-y, really good. So I'm gonna go into there with these 2-ish handfuls of that bok choy. Pop it in. You want that sound? That means we're cooking with fire, or electricity in this case. All right. Now, to let this cook down and wilt while we're getting golden brown, pop a lid on there. If you don't have a lid, just put a pan on top, you're good to go. That's gonna do its thing. Let's check on these noodles. Okay, we're getting there. Uh-oh, we're not getting there as fast as I wanted to. So I'm gonna go check on that salmon. Let's take a gander. Things are looking good in there. We're doing good on salmon. Okay, while that's doing its thing, this is the most chaotic one, I think, yet of this, which is a good thing. I'm gonna chop up a few green onions. I like a taste of something bright and fresh whenever I'm having something cooked, so I love a green onion. I always have them on hand. Just a few sliced is gonna just give a little bit of green, crunchy, obviously oniony flavor to this dish. Just give those a nice little slice up. Super simple. That's just gonna be on for garnish. Feeling good about that. Let's check on our bok choy. Give it a little zhuzh. A little peek. Okay, we're starting to get there. We're starting to get a little bit of color, a little bit of golden. Want to know a hot tip too? You want this to start cooking quicker? Give it a little bit of steam. So for the steam, I'm gonna go in with a couple tablespoons of soy sauce. That's also gonna season up that bok choy, give it a little salt. So just add that right on top. That little bit of steam as that starts to come to a boil, trap it in. That's gonna cook down perfectly. Let's check our noodles. How much time do we have left, everybody? How are we feeling? 4 minutes. Guys, I like how I'm also making you do sneaky maths today. We're not counting down, we're counting up. Okay, let's taste this noodle. Do you see how quick that was, though? That was about 2.5 minutes. Perfectly cooked. Okay. Feeling it, feeling it. So I'm gonna go strain these noodles. Now, with buckwheat noodles, with soba noodles, you do want to give them a rinse. Unlike regular pasta, if you don't give them a rinse with cold water, they can tend to like stick together and get a little gluey. So I'm gonna put a little bit of cold water over top. And this is gonna give a really nice mixture of textures and flavors and kind of like temperatures, really, with this dish. So I'm coming over here, I'm smelling that salmon's getting golden brown. I'm gonna add those noodles right into those sesame seeds. Whew, guys, I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. All right, onto there, go on with a little bit of that toasted sesame oil for a bit of that flavor, maybe a little bit of that soy sauce for a little bit of seasoning too. Give that a toss together. How are we doing? Oh my gosh, okay, we're fine, we're fine. We've got this. We've got that sesame seed in there. This is absolutely beautiful. It looks fresh and crunchy because of those beautiful little sesame seeds. So I'm gonna plate up a little portion of these noodles. Doesn't it look good? Guys, I'm feeling good about this one. Just those sobas. Now onto there, let's check on that bok choy, see how we are doing. Oh yeah, see that green? That is what you are looking for. We've got a little bit of color, a little bit of tenderness, and that bok choy is so bright and green. I'm gonna pop that into my bowl. You need your greens. If you had spinach, if you had kale, you could totally do that in here. But that's gonna give you a bit of crunch, a little bit of flavor and deliciousness. Then we are going to go, oh my gosh, the salmon. Okay. Let's take a gander. Woo! This is what you want though, trust me, trust me. So we have got that salmon. Because we sliced it nice and thin, it is perfectly cooked. It is golden brown. Like looking pretty good. Do you remember moments ago when I was clearly freaking out? I'm not freaking out anymore. I'm totally good. I'm just gonna finish that salmon off with those green onions right on that pan. Now, if you were using something like a really good high quality sushi type salmon, that'd be perfect. I gotta find a spatula. Okay. Where do I keep my spatulas? I don't remember. Is this gonna undo me? Okay. Nope. I'm using a spoon, I'm using a spoon. Okay. All right, get that beautiful salmon right off there. It is perfectly cooked, it is tender, it is caramelized. Pop that into there. Dinner in, stop the clock. 9 minutes and I'm gonna say 14 seconds. Anytime we do this, I feel like the crew is betting on if I can do it under 10 minutes. I wanna know who won today. I'm feeling good about this. This is absolutely stunning. Like 9 minutes, 14 seconds for this beautiful, beautiful dinner made fresh in front of you. I have to give this a taste, but because it's like a good day and I'm feeling very proud of myself to help you serve up your food in style, thanks to the Canadian Kitchenware Store Cookery, you're all going home with a set of these super cute and colorful Staub bowls. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.